A group of scientists in our state is appealing to Georgia Governor Brian Kemp to support health research. In their letter, they asked that he include Georgia in a lawsuit to stop cuts to research funding at the National Institutes of Health. Nearly 24 scientists affiliated with Georgia State University signed the letter. They say the cuts pose a threat to the future of medical research and to patient care. They also say that this will have a major effect on training new scientists. For a little background here, the NIH said that it would limit indirect funding for research projects to 15%. Around 22 states have sued. Last month, a judge temporarily blocked those cuts. A lot of area scientists in Atlanta communities are feeling the impact of so many of these federal budget cuts. But despite the uncertainty, a group of Atlanta biologists are working harder to build more trust when it comes to valuing science in our everyday lives. 11 Alive's Joe Ripley explains.
I just developed a love for them, and now it's my life.
Crystal Mandica built her love for the wilder things in life, like Frank here, over a decade of trusting these critters.
And they can tell us when something's wrong with our environment, if our water's not clean, if the area around us isn't pristine, if it's not clean. They are the ones that tell us first.
The co-founder of the Amphibian Foundation in Atlanta says she's worried about recent federal funding cuts for science programs and research. Cuts made to slash waste, fraud, and abuse, according to the Trump administration.
We do have partners, however, that are being laid off or about to be laid off, and we can't really do our work without our partners' help.
The cuts that the current administration has proposed and has already made have not made our job harder, but they've just fueled the fire.
Mesa Salida with Science ATL says despite the funding cuts, building back trust in science starts with boosting representation in the field and relevance to everyday life. She hopes to do this through efforts like the Atlanta Science Festival.
We want to make sure that science is accessible to everyone. We want to make sure that people value science because we need science in our lives. We need it to make good decisions for our families, for our own health.
The Atlanta Science Festival features more than 100 different activities throughout March 8th through the 22nd.
I don't need everybody to become a scientist, but I want everyone to feel that science is for them. I want everybody to feel that they can trust it.
And it's more trust, Crystal Mandica says, that will cut down on fear and build more of a love for the wilder things in life.
We don't want to turn anyone away. We want people to feel like they're welcome here.
In Atlanta, Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.
The Amphibian Foundation works in conservation, research, and education efforts. The majority of their funding comes from partnering with local schools.